good content still. I thought it was going live anyway.
Mm.
But yeah, that's just my point of view about it. If you grown enough to stand up in your parents' face and tell them how the cow ate the cabbage at the house, it's time for you to hit that door.
So, I just have to keep it real because everybody's situations don't emulate each other. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's kids don't act the same. So, when it was just me and my daughter, I had no problems out of my child. My child was a straight A student. Went to school. I didn't have no problems with skipping. I never got no phone calls from no teacher saying this, that, and the third. I raised a pretty good kid. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like a lot of why I was able to raise such a great child is because her father really wasn't present like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to worry about his points of views or him tainting my child or him saying certain things to my child. Now she's coming back acting a certain way with me. I didn't have that. I did a lot by myself. So with that being said, a lot of her structure, her morals, her values came from the way that I seen fit to raise her. So with that being said, I didn't have those issues out of my child. I didn't start getting issues out of my child until me and you got together and we were trying to blend our family. My child didn't like the way she was being treated by your kids. Let's just keep it real. She didn't like some of the things that was going on within the household. And so that's when she started to be a rebel and, rebel and tell me certain things that were going on. And as I tried to come and help her and let her know everything was gonna be okay, and we're gonna work on it. She expressed to me that she felt like once we started cohabitating together and I then had to become a stepmother to your children, she felt like she was put on a back burner. She said that she felt like that she was the stepchild in the house instead of your kids being the stepchildren to me. And so with her expressing that to me, we would talk about it on the regular, but there was no change for her in her opinion. So that's when I started experiencing certain attitudes and shit from my child. But as far as like just, oh, she stood up and said this to me, or oh, she did that to me, or oh, I didn't. I can honestly say, and I don't have a perfect kid because everybody has flaws, right? Everybody is flawed. I didn't have that to where I had to fight my kid or my child sneaking out or my child doing things I'm asking her not to do. No, she was very respectful and she pretty much she followed the rules. But once we got to the point to where she did started showing certain characteristics and traits, we had to have that talk. Like, hey, Stink, look. And to me, she expressed, well, hey, let me go live with my daddy. So at that point, dun, 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 she was presented over to her father. And, I still maintained a relationship with my child. I never gave up on my child. I still paid child support for my child. School clothes, school shoes, whatever it was she needed, her hair, nails, and toes done. I still came through 1,000% for my kid. I can't never stop being financially responsible for my child. I can't never stop being mentally responsible for my child. I can't never stop being there emotionally for my child. You know what I'm saying? Even in adulthood, I'm never going to stop being there for my child. I don't care how old she gets. As long as she remains respectful to me, she can always come to me and ask me for anything. So, we did get to a point to where, like I said, we did have to, she ran away and we had to, make some adjustments and make some decisions. And once it got to that point, it was like, hey, life began to life at that point. Because shit, for me, it was like almost a perfect scenario to where it was just me and my kid for a long time. I didn't have to worry about too much, but once life started lifing and was giving it to me in a certain manner, it was just kind of like, whoa, I had never experienced that. So I was just kind of like calling the crossroads, like, what do I do? So I just prayed a lot. And after praying on the situation for so long, we made the decision to get them kids with their other parent. That's what we ended up doing. That's where they ended up residing until adulthood or whatever they ended up doing, they did it.
I agree with you that you have to be there for your kids, but sometimes you have to let them, in my case, let go and let God. And sometimes you can't chase them because those kids are 11 and a half for you and 11 and a half for the other parent. Whew. And yeah, they are going to be kids at the same time and they're going to figure their way out in life. And if my kids need me, even till to this day, if they need me, I'm there for them, but I'm not there for their leisure, if you will. If you need some help and I got it, I'll help you. But if you out there going around and I'll say it, I can mess off my own money. Don't call me asking me to give you no money to mess off. Now, if you need help with a bill or you need some food or something like that, I know how to get online and get your shopping list together and send it to you. I know, give me your account number so I can call over there. call or either go on the website and put your account information in and pay that bill for you. But if you cannot respect my house and you cannot respect my wife, then I don't see no need to bring a child back into my home if that child, because we all have grown kids now. And we're just talking about grown kids, not kids that cannot fend for themselves. In order to go into somebody's house, you got rules. In order to go to a job, you get hired at an establishment, they have rules and regulations. You go to the football game, you go to school, you go to the grocery store. I mean, everything has rules. And with that being said, if you don't mind me, you're going to mind somebody. And I believe a lot of people have heard this in their lifetime, especially us as skin folks. If you don't mind me, you're going to mind somebody. And that's just how the law is in the Black community. You know, if you done got to where you can't mind me, that man uptown going to get you. Can you hear it? Is it here now?
It's just that phone. It's just gonna always come through there like that on that phone because of the iPhone. So anytime anybody that's on this page right here listening, that's how it's gonna go in and out for them. But on your page, it doesn't do that. It's just on there.
Okay, understood. But yeah, and to build a bond with your mate, you gotta have God all up in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have thick skin. And you and your mate got to have understanding as well, and the app to be willing to be tried and true with one another. And I believe that's why our relationship has been successful, because we have always taken the time to try to understand one another. And our feelings are valid, our opinions are valid. And like my wife said earlier, although we may not agree on each other's opinions and point of view, but we try to understand each other's opinion and point of view to make for a healthy home. Oh, look at this.
Whew, boy, I tell you, just as you go on with life, it's just, you're going to experience some things, man. And it's like, if you allow your kids to take you through ups and downs and them changes, they're going to take you through them every time. You know what I'm saying? But once you put your foot down and allow your kids to know that in order to be a part of what you got going on, they have to be respectful, then either they're going to respect you or they're going to get away from you. You know what I'm saying? And so when you set the boundaries with your children know what boundaries not to cross. And so once your children start to try to cross them boundaries that you set for them, then you understand that's a form of disrespect. Woo! And there's nothing that you can do with somebody else's disrespect. It's like they want to be able to disrespect you, but when you call them out on that disrespect, or when you try to mirror that same disrespect that they're giving you, all of a sudden now you become the bad guy. Oh, you didn't do this, and oh, my childhood looked like this because of that. And one thing I can't stand about, just kids in general is like when times is good, they're great, right? And I don't think a lot of these kids that don't have kids understand the struggle and the sacrifices that parents go through in order to be able to pay bills and make things look the way that they look. Me personally, I was a single parent for a long time. So I sacrificed for my child, but my child probably never knew that because she never really was told no. If there's something, she didn't really, my child is like this. Hey, what do you want for your birthday? Mama, I don't know. What do you want for Christmas? Mama, I don't know. So it was like more so me just trying to get her to open up and tell me these things that she wanted, as opposed to just having to, go get me this $1,000 bracelet and go get me this. No, she wasn't that kid, right? But as I was stating, like once you set them boundaries with your kids and them kids continuously go over them boundaries, that's a form of disrespect. It's blatant disrespect. So you have to, not only with your children, but just with people in general in life, you got to set boundaries with people, with coworkers, with your lover, with whomever it is that you come in contact with, whoever it is that you share your space with, whoever it is that you find fortunate enough to allow to be a part of your space. You got to set boundaries with them people, because motherfuckers will take advantage, man. there's things out here called like energy vultures, and energy vultures will attach themselves to people with good energies and try their best to drain that good energy out of you, or try their best to push certain buttons of yours to make you become somebody that you're not, or have a certain type of reaction just so they can tell the people around you, I told you so, I told you so and so and so and so and such and such. You got to keep yourself away from them type of people. What I've discovered about those type of people in life, they're usually unhappy people themselves. Ooh. And so when they see you carrying yourself with a certain pizzazz, when they see you carrying yourself with a certain grace, when they see other people showing certain types of love for you, they always want to push a button of yours or try to get you out of character just so they can tell those around them or people who they've made you out to be the victim or the enemy. Oh, well, I told you so and so was like such and such. Girl, bye. Go sit down somewhere, because if you was happy, you wouldn't be so focused on trying to bring the next person down. And that's just really how I feel. Like, yeah.
Like, okay. Definitely. I don't know. I tend to just stay away, and it doesn't make you a coward to stay away from negative energy or bad people. It doesn't make you less than a man or a woman to walk away and don't have anything to say, because sometimes silence is powerful. Silence really can liberate you.
I have found power in just being. I found a lot of power here lately in not responding. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's coming at me with something that I don't want or something that I know ain't no good for me, it's like no response is a response, and it's a powerful response. So here lately, when anything has been coming at me and I don't want it to be a part of my energy, I don't even respond no more. I just stop responding. You know what I'm saying? I don't even leave you on red. I don't read it. So when you come back to your iPhone and see if a motherfucker read it, no, the fuck she didn't. I deleted it because I don't need certain things to be a part of my energy. You know what I'm saying? So once you read it, it's like you're internalizing it. Whether or not you know it, you're allowing certain things to be a part of your energy. So if something is coming at you negative and you don't respond and you don't read it, it doesn't have a way to seep into your soul.
Man, ain't that the truth?
For me, it is. For me, it is. I can't speak on nobody else's experiences and what they go through and what they've been through. I can only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? And at this point in my life, just the level of growth that I'm feeling and experiencing and my level of maturity, I'm really proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? When I'm able to sit back and just have some time to self-reflect on the things that I've grown from, it makes me feel good to be able to be in a space that I'm in right now, to hold myself accountable for my own actions, my own feelings, my own wants and dislikes. It makes me feel really good to be able to, just show the love that I show on the regular for those who deserve it. And I'm also understanding those who aren't so deserving of the love that I just naturally show. I'm not a negative person. Anytime a scenario hits me, I'm going to always look at the positive in the situation and how I can make that situation better. I'm not going to immediately go to what can go wrong. That's not me. My mind automatically tries to weed through the issue so I can figure out the problem. I'm a problem solver. I'm just a natural problem solver. That's just who I've always been. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care to take on nobody else's bad energy. I don't care to take on nobody else's drama. I don't care to take on nobody else's problems, because life throws you your own. So me trying to juggle through what life has presented for me is enough without having to try to get involved in other people's business, y'all.
Man, you better say that. And let me take this small moment to say, y'all go get this book, The Uncommon Hero, the John Seagraves story.
And then hold it up and let them see who
by David Seagraves. This book is about my great uncle. His son wrote it. This is my biological grandfather's brother. And man, this book here will knock your socks off, I guarantee you. In a nutshell, he was born in 1926. He went to the Navy. He shot down one of the kamikaze airplanes in Pearl Harbor, and now his name is cemented around the world for being one of the Black Navy battalions to shoot down a kamikaze. And I love it. Thank you, Lord.
Just to understand your history and your DNA and where you come from is powerful.
It is.
Because some of us grew up in blended situations, just like we're talking about how we've blended our family. Some of us grew up in a situation that was blended, meaning the person that helped raise you wasn't your biological person, right? So it took you some time to figure out in life where it was that you came from, because your people didn't take the time to explain it to you. So some of us are very curious as to where we naturally come from. Like my husband, he's always, since the day I met him, he's always wanted to know why he did A, B, C, and D, because certain people told him, oh, well, this side of the family don't act like that. And we don't do this, that, and the third. And we don't do da. Where you get that from? So he's always been one who wanted to explore where he, his DNA. Moving out here to Georgia, it gave him a big sense of who he is and where he came from, because the Seagraves side of his family is out here in Georgia. So with us coming out here, it opened up an array of things for my husband. And I think it's very beautiful of him to be able to finally experience and learn and know and understand and acknowledge where a lot of his ways, habits, looks, facial expressions come from, because he didn't know at first. But now that we're out here, it's like the more he explores and the more that he's researching and just digging in and meeting more people, it's opening up for him who he is and why he is the way that he is. And it's just a beautiful process to be a part of and watch.
Man, thank you, God. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uncle Charles, I appreciate you. Uncle Pookie, I appreciate you for always connecting the dots, always being patient with me, and helping me to understand my DNA, my lineage, and where I derive from. Man, I just thank the Most High abundantly for you guys. Amen.
Yeah, when I first met his Uncle Charles, both of them now, because there's two Charleses. It's a Charles, and then it's a Charles Pookie, right? When I first met the Charles, which is the younger Charles, so we're going to call Charles the one in Boston. We're going to call Uncle Pookie the Charles that's out here, right? When I first met Charles, I looked at that man. I was like, oh, my God. I didn't know that it was able to have a twin in that type of form. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're nephew and uncle. But when I say they look more alike than him and Quentin, they look more alike than him and Wilford, it is the road. So then I got to meet Uncle Pookie. This man got Uncle Pookie whole face. Uncle Pookie is just a bright bull. My husband is just a dark-skinned version of Uncle Pookie. Uncle Pookie is just a light-skinned nigga. And when I say my husband looks just like his uncle, I was just like, whoa, how is it possible to look just like your mama and just like your daddy? Like, make it make sense. But anyway, it's just been a process, y'all. I've appreciated the journey and everything that we went through, coming out here. For any of y'all that know us, most of y'all watching now, y'all know us. And so y'all were able to see, just our beginning, our humble beginnings, and then where we are now. And I think for us, my biggest thing is that I love showing people that it's possible, it's capable, it can be done. You know what I'm saying? I love to also, when people ask me, like, how do you do this and how do you do that? I'm going to be honest with y'all. You got to keep people out your business. You got to keep people out your mix. You have to keep people. Sometimes it's okay to let people know what's going on. But for the most part, where me and my husband are right now in life, we're not telling nobody else nothing. We just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to know our every move at this point. Just understand that it's being done. Just because it's not being posted on social media, just because you can't follow the process with us doesn't mean that we're not making moves, because we are constantly, every day, we wake up to put the pieces of our puzzle together to make sure that the dots are being connected for the things that we want out of life. I don't know what success looks like for anybody else. I just know what success looks like for me. And to me right now, in the way that I wake up and move every day, I'm moving in a manner to where I know I want a certain level of success. I know I'm going to obtain a certain level of success, and I'm not worried about who doesn't like it, who doesn't see the vision, who doesn't believe in it. I don't care anymore. I used to be one of them people who cared, who liked me and cared, who did this. I don't give a damn no more, because life ain't it's not about who likes you. It's just about you liking yourself. Do you like yourself? So stop worrying about those around you who like you and don't like you. Do you like yourself? At the end of the day, do you like yourself? Because when you like yourself and you love yourself, you move like you like yourself. You move like you love yourself, and you move with authority. Anybody that knows my husband knows that this man here, if he tell you he gonna do it, you can bank on it.
Hey, put $100,000 on it. But yeah, you have to believe in yourself. Because we all get down. We all are our worst critic. But you have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You got to look in that mirror while you brushing your teeth, and you got to say, self, I love you. Self, I'm brushing my teeth because I love my teeth. I'm washing my face because I love my face. I have to get up in the morning and get myself together. You can do the same thing. If you're out there brushing your teeth, look yourself in the mirror and say, self, I'm going to make today better than yesterday. Okay? I am not going to be the tail. I am going to be the head.
I am the head, damn it.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am a money magnet.
I am a money magnet.
And everything that I desire in my head, in my mind, will come to me in abundance.
Okay, you better say that, Mr.
And the
Seagraves.
right person that is out there for me to be my helpmate is out there once I start loving myself.
Y'all, when I met this man, I wasn't looking for love.
Ooh. But I found love on a two-way street.
I was not looking for love. I wasn't trying to settle down. I just wanted him to be my bump and grind partner. Yeah. And this man tells me, hey, I can only see you on the weekends. I got a lot going on. I can only see you on the weekends. Y'all, when I'm telling y'all, I took that as a challenge because me as being who I am, I've always gotten my way, very spoiled. But this man told me he could only see me on the weekend. What? Yeah. Do you not know who you talking to? So I took that as a challenge, baby. And this king said he could only see me on the weekends and ended up seeing me every day thereafter. Did you not?
Come on.
Did you not?
Come on.
That was funny. I can only see you. I got a lot going on. I can only see you on the weekend. Who is this talking to me like? Does he not know who I? Obviously not. So let me show him.
I had a full roster. Shoot, and I was just trying to put you in through the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, hey, if it don't happen this day, it happen next day. But at any rate, you showed me that you was about me and that you wanted it to be something. You wasn't looking for that funky 40 because 10 years ago, shoot, that funky 40 was heavy. Shoot, all you have to get that funky 40 up, boy. You have your way. Do you hear me? Bob, Charles, Dick, and Hanks. Hey.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to figure out what was they doing with the $40. That's barely a tank of gas. In real life, even back then, that fills up your Lexus. The hell? What y'all doing with that $40?
That $40.
That ain't even a weekend worth of groceries, $40. What the hell was y'all doing with that 40 to be giving it up for $40? Please tell me.
It was a weekend of pleasure.
Oh, for you, one time out for the woman, what was she doing with funky 40? What can you do with $40? How far is $40 gonna take you?
But that $40 took me a long way because if I had spread it out 340s, shoot, I'm good.
340s. What's 340s, baby?
40.
You was having your way.
Shoot,
you was dipping your stick.
With that 40, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Y'all heard this shit, women? Oh, please don't play yourself short, ladies. Please don't play yourself short, please. This man said $40.
Shoot, for real though, man. But now on a serious note, man, you gotta get to loving yourself. Boy, go.
Licking.
Hey, whatever it was nobody knows where the nose goes when the door's closed, huh? Let go. At any rate, yeah, man, I just thank God that what I prayed for, He delivered.
What did you pray for?
I prayed
you gotta, when you say stuff like that,
okay, so let me
elaborate.
Let me break it down to you. Let me break it down. You ready to get down?
We listening. We definitely listening to you.
I went to TDCJ, in other words, the penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to the penitentiary, I was able to get off of them drugs. I was on them drugs. I was on that cocaine. I was on that weed. And I was on everything else. Promethazine, barmethazine, a lot of stuff. And, your body and stuff, it can't take a lot of that stuff. Your mind can't take a lot of this stuff. But I asked God to deliver me from all that. Not because I was in closed custody, but before I even got into closed custody, I was asking God to help me and deliver me and give me my mind back because I was going through a lot. So when I was locked up, I was able to pray. I was able to meditate. I was able to ask God to fulfill the voids that I had in life. And He did that. And so on my departure from the penitentiary, I started praying to God and asking God to put a woman in my life that would be there to help me with my children and be a cornerstone because every good man needs a damn good woman. And I thought that the Lord was going to send me somebody 10 years older because that's what I was looking for. And that's what I was praying for. Because I knew a woman that's 10 years older than me wasn't going to play no games when it came to anything. But when I got out, God said, sure, here's a woman that ain't playing no games, but she's 10 years younger than you. All right. And boy, this has turned out to be a delight. My grandmother loves this woman as I love this woman. And my grandfather, after being in his life for 50 years, and he's seen me, boy, have too many irons in the fire. He said, son, you got you a good one. I said, what you say, Papa? He said, yeah, you looked up on a good one. I said, yeah, I know it. I ain't going to mess it up because, you know, I know how to mess some things up. And even my dad said, boy, you got a good one. She ain't going to let nobody come through that mess with you. So I'm saying this to say, when you're tired of playing around, go to God. Talk to him. He won't hear from you. He's going to give you the right channel. He's going to put the right people in your way. You have to accept it. You have to be willing to respect the omens. You got to be willing to love yourself and not play with yourself in order to get the right person to go down this avenue called life. You feel me? That's why I say.
So with that being said, and you just spilled it the way you spit it, when you gonna stop running from your calling? Because you just almost just broke down in a whole word just then.
Oh.
So when you gonna stop running from your calling and let me become the first lady of the church?
Right now, Lord, you are right here amongst us. And when 2 or 3 are gathered in your name, you said you will show up. Show up and show out, Lord, because I humbly submit to your will. And if it will be done, it will be under you. So take the reins.
Hamdulillah.
Inshallah. Now let it be a hearing to the doors and a blessing.
Oh, shit.
Now go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I done spit mine and
y'all. Now on to another topic.
Jubal Rain.
On to another topic. I know this man is 50 years old, but I've been begging this man for a son. So all of y'all hold on. All of y'all that's watching this and that y'all love me, y'all pray that this man gives me a son. Y'all pray that this man drops his DNA in me and we be able to fruitfully multiply a little boy or two. Even if it's twin sons, I'll take them. I deserve a son. Just like this man has had his 2 sons in this lifetime. And then he got with this woman. He knew he was getting with a woman that was younger than him. And he knew this woman was going to want some more damn kids. I don't give a damn about how many kids he didn't have before me with this previous marriage. He is in a marriage right now, and this marriage is healthy. This marriage is happy. Both of our bodies is healthy. Both of our bodies is happy. Y'all pray with me that this man gives me a son. I'm going to lead us in prayer, y'all. So I come to you today, Lord, and humbly ask you that this man drops the seed into me so that I can fruitfully multiply these children. I'll even take 2 because I know he's good for a set of twins. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to just stud up and be the mama that you put me here to be. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. If it's meant to be.
Give me my son. I ain't nobody trying to hear all this shit. Give me my son, nigga. Give me my son.
Jewel, you ain't making it no better.
Ubo, tell her again. Come on in, good son. Big son, not the little one. I want him to have this nose right here. I want him to have that Seagraves nose. Y'all come hold him and put him back in the camera. He need to have that little nose right there with them lips. Oh, shit, ain't that just beautiful? Oh, it's just beautiful.
Hey,
with them eyebrows.
Take a look, y'all, because, hey, woo, you ain't going to never see nothing this big and beautiful again in your life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to never see nobody as beautiful as me. Oh, your grandmama say, oh, that boy look good. Oh, yes, sir.
I knew it was
shit. Yes, ma'am.
Oh man, but y'all, on a serious note, man, we got a lot of people out there that are so sick, y'all, and they fighting like I know a couple people fighting cancer. I know somebody fighting dementia. My child has lupus. I know people with kidney failure. Y'all, I just pray and ask that the Most High takes this sickness out of these people's bodies and allow them to be able to live the rest of their lives healthy without having to go to the doctor every couple of days, to sit on a dialysis machine or to sit on a chemo machine or to go through radiation.
Lord.
I just pray that he please bring them out on top and not the bottom. Because we all know the bottom is the grave. I need my mama to be able to live. I need my child to be able to live. I need Granny to be able to live. I need those that I know and love to be able to live a healthy life without somebody having to take care of them or wash their bodies or help them get from point A to point B. And, just take care of yourself, y'all, because it
There
all
you go.
starts with what you
self.
put in your body. And a lot
Man.
of us aren't taught this coming up. You know what I'm saying? And for some of us, we don't never do the research or take the time to figure out what it is that's causing us to be sick. And because my mama has been a diabetic for my entire life, I've watched her take 2 shots of insulin a day. I have a big fear of needles, and I've never wanted to be that person who had to give myself shots in order to survive. So I stopped eating meat 8 years ago, and it's a lot deeper than just the meat. It's the environment, it's the air that we breathe, it's the body washes and the soaps that you use, it's the perfumes that you put on your body, it's the weave that I choose to keep in my head, it's the cloths that
Wait a minute, what?
Hold on, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. It's the washing detergents that we use to wash our clothes. It's the detergent that we use to wash our dishes. It's so many different elements that comes with it outside of just the food. Yes, I've left the unhealthy foods alone, but even on top of that, there's still so much more I have to do in order to be healthy. And don't get me wrong, my mama is fighting for her life right now, but who's to say that I don't go get in my car and die before she does? We don't know. So just because she's sick, that don't mean that her days are numbered, or that don't mean that I'm gonna outlive her. I don't believe that. I believe that when it's your time to go, you gonna go. I also believe that once our souls have left this earth, death. I don't believe in death. I don't think we die. I think our souls are eternal. I think our souls belong to us forever. I think that we just go on to the next dimension. I don't believe in being burnt up in a hell. I don't believe in the pearly gates of heaven. I don't. Y'all, I'm just gonna keep it real. I think that heaven is here on earth. I feel like heaven is what you make it. I feel like heaven is how you get up every day and you conduct yourself and you carry yourself. And as long as you are happy within what you're doing, you are already living in heaven. So a lot of people can't come to me with the Bible and quote scriptures on me and tell me, oh, well, X, Y, and Z, and so you going to hell. Girl, bye. You don't even know who wrote that. You don't know who edited. You don't know nothing about it. All you know is that your people your whole life have told you the Bible this, the Bible that, heaven this, and church this, and hell that. Them pastors do more committing sin of the sin than a little bit. Them pastors be in there messing with little boys, little girls, be fornicating with different people's wives. Y'all stop. Y'all be trying so much to put people in a heaven and a hell that y'all don't even have. Y'all don't even have a heaven and hell to put people in, but y'all be so judgmental on the next person and telling people, oh, they going to hell because they doing X, Y, and Z. I'm already living in heaven, so I'm gonna just keep living my life and do the things that make me feel good. Because once my soul has left this vessel, once my soul has left this avatar, I know that I'm gonna go on and still go continue to be happy. I know that I'm gonna still continue to glow and be the powerful being, positive energy that I've always been, and just another vessel. So I mean, hey, you don't have no heaven and hell to put me in, so I don't care what you're saying about. I could care less. I care less, pastor, preacher, first lady. Even though I want to be a first lady, y'all don't get me wrong. I want to be a first lady. And the reason why I want to be a first lady is because a lot of y'all believe in what the churches are saying. So if that be said, my husband is a powerful individual. Why not let him be your pastor? Why not let him preach to you? Why not let him pass around the plate every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Tuesday? I ain't gonna
preach that blasphemy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's all I'm saying.
There's nobody perfect, you know? Everybody has some vices. Everybody is flawed. Everybody does something. It's about how you correct your wrong behavior. It's about how you are accountable for the things that you have done and that you're trying to align up in the way that the Lord will have you line up.
Don't allow my words to sound contradictory because I said I don't believe in heaven and hell, but I just prayed to y'all. Okay, so I believe in a higher calling. I believe in a higher being. I believe in the Most High. I believe in there is something more powerful than you and I that is able to conduct and move and shift and shape and whatever it is. I believe in that. I also don't believe that we're the only beings on this earth. I don't think that this world is this big as it is, and there's other planets and different stuff going on, and we're the only people or the only beings to exist. No, that's not true. And whoever thinks that, something's wrong with you, cracked in your head. So they got 27, 37, 3,700, 5,700 different planets out there, but this is the only one that has something going on it. That's just retarded. So what made you so special? What made this earth so special to where, oh, that we just gonna put life on this one, but we're not gonna put no life nowhere else? Stop. There's a whole bunch of shit going on out there, and we don't know nothing about it because we don't take the time to explore. We don't take the time to want to know. Only thing we believe is what people teach us and what people tell us. I'm not that person. I want to dive deep. I believe deep. I think deep. I love deep. I'm on a deep connection with the environment, with the earth. I'm connected to the earth. So the earth around me is what it is. It's solid. So am I. I love y'all. I gotta go tend the willow. Y'all, I'll be back. Talk to him, baby. Talk
God
to
is
him.
matter. It's the spirit. And we come from
Big scratching.
matter. Matter is anything that is living, breathing. That's why it says from the ground we came to the ground we may go.
Let me see. Is it bloody or something? Is it got some blood?
Like when I looked in the mirror last
But yeah, and we have to get back into
where
the nature of things. We got to get back into planning and coming one with the earth. Because as we see this Elon Musk and Trump, boy, they on some stuff. And y'all voted him in there. Y'all voted him in there, and he's giving you exactly what he said he was going to give you. Now y'all looking crazy. You see what I'm saying? We need eggs to go down and them airplanes to stay up. You hear me? Sure.
That's some real spill right there. The person said we need eggs to go down. And repeat that again, baby. You need what?
We need eggs, the price of eggs to go down, and we need them airplanes to stay up and stop falling. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that y'all may not like Trump, and y'all may have wanted Kamala Harris to get in office. But do y'all know that it was 65 million people invested in the Bitcoin? And if Kamala Harris would have went and won office, do you know that them people with all that money invested in Bitcoin would have been broke? And y'all thinking it's about race? Y'all, it's economical. And just so happened that the black people have $1 trillion spending economy, but we don't spend it in the right way. That's why a lot of them are asking y'all not to go to Target
different places that are participating in DEI.
To all these places.
DEI, babe.
Say it again, babe.
DEI.
To all these places that are with DEI, you know. We got to understand that it's something bigger than shoes, cars, clothes. Although we do sell clothes, but it's black owned. Although some of y'all sell clothes, some of y'all selling whatever it is y'all selling, we have to spend our money like they did in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, when it was the Black Wall Street up there in Oklahoma, that money went around about 8 times before they pushed it out of their community. And that's where we got to get back to, y'all. This is what we have to do. We have to get organized. We got to get it together. And we have to understand that we are gods. We are God-like. We are not the God, but we are gods. And we were created in the image of God. And God makes everything grow. Look outside in your yard right now. Look in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? Look at some of the things that you have in your icebox on your counter right now. The apples, the bananas. These are the things that we should be eating. Not the things that they're slaughtering or they're mass producing in these labs. Come on. You understand? We got to eat things that are healthy, that live and grow. We got to have plants in our house like grandmama and them used to have to keep the air humidified and cleansed and free. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about? Baby, tell them what you told me about if Kamala would have got in the office, how other countries wouldn't respect the woman president, wouldn't this and that. Remember?
And my wife was over on the background telling me about Kamala if she would have got in office, how they wouldn't have respected. Well, you know, a lot of countries, they don't respect women. And those women are trying to get out of that country. But we are in a country that they don't respect no woman. They're trying to tell women how to govern their own bodies. They're telling women that they can't have abortions, or if they do, they're going to go to jail. What kind of society do you want to live in and vote for people like this? We are the ordinary, everyday people. And I'm with socialism, not communism or fascism. And if you don't know what I'm saying, look it up in your dictionary. Say it on Google. We are in a capitalized America or a world, and we are nothing but cattle. And we are treated as consumers all the time. I don't want to be treated like a consumer. We should be the people socialism should be running this world. Socialism should be having the say so on how we live, how we eat. Why are we having to pay taxes on money that we earn?
And then be taxed for your groceries, be taxed for your gas, be taxed for they taxing everything.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, when we get these income taxes, that's our money anyway.
Okay, so you know how they say that America's like $1 trillion in debt? How can a country that's so far in debt judge me off of a credit score, feel like they have a credit score to give me? Make it make sense.
It's a gimmick.
Oh, that's my whole point.
It's
like
a
that's
gimmick.
my whole
it's a
point.
Game.
That's my whole point.
And y'all think about it. Those of us that and I say us because we're one. We scrambled, get hard. I mean, work hard, scramble to get approved for certain credits. And then we get approved from certain credits, and then we bust our butt to pay that interest. We shouldn't be paying interest on nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's a game. We shouldn't pay interest. And we have to stop being tricked into feeling like we are our credit score. And I'll be the first to tell you, I have been tricked in that. That credit score, yeah, it's good to get things on credit, but dang, if you look at the fine print at the bottom line, a lot of these credit people that are giving you credit, they are charging you now 19, 18, 26, 39% interest on a dollar.
So a lot of the times when you're paying something off,
what's up, Tiny?
Say you go get you a new car. So before you even start paying on the principal of your loan, you're paying your interest back first. Say you go get your student loan. Before you start paying the principal in that loan, you have to pay the interest back. That's anything in life. That's the same thing as like for your house and stuff like that. Like a lot of people don't even know it. When you're paying your mortgage, a lot of the interest is what you have to pay back before you can even get down to paying the principal of the loan. And if that sounds foreign to some of y'all need to be doing y'all research and be kept up on your financial literacy so that you understand what's going on around you and how to I guess you have to, just dive into your consumer law. This is a book
that I just bought, Willow, and it's good for adults and children alike.
Get your hand off. There you go.
Go get it. Get it for your nieces, your nephews, your uncles, your aunties. It's just a small read. It's an easy read. It's small. It is, but it's to the point, and it is good. And we have to get educated. We have to educate ourselves, and we gotta break away from the state education. They're not teaching us nothing but to be slaves to them. Mm-hmm. And I'm not just talking black. I'm not talking white. I'm talking about anybody that is out there and is not educated. You are doomed. Do you want to be doomed?
The American school system is teaching the children how to go be workers, not bosses.
That's it.
It'll never teach you how to be a boss. It's literally teaching you how to go work for somebody else's corporation, how to go make somebody else money.
And when they say
yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, how to go clock in and out.
And when they say a lot of people that go to prison that they're institutionalized, some get that away. But we are institutionalized and in prison,
American society,
and not behind any walls or razors.
That's the truth.
So this is why you have to realize that you need financial freedom and you need to buy some land. And when you buy some land, it don't matter if it's a quarter of an acre or more if you have more money. But you have to be self-sufficient.
Own that land.
Own that property.
Being able to grow your own crops and vegetables.
You need to be able to have that
vegetation
and give that to your kids, because a lot of us didn't have the opportunity to receive an inheritance or be bequeathed some land. You understand what I'm saying? And I was having a conversation with my dad the other day, and I was telling him about buying this land and leaving it for my kids, and whoever come after. And he was like, son, you can't take nothing with you. And no, you can't take nothing with you at all. But you can have something to leave.
You can properly structure your finances and your assets
and keeping you
keep them in your family
and keep your family ahead of the curve. do things that the people before you wanted to do, but didn't
know
have the
how.
ability or the knowledge in how to do it. Right now, see, we're from Collin County, and I'm from McKinney. She's from Plano, and some of y'all from Salina, Farmersville. All of these surrounding cities or towns that is all Collin County. And if you look through these cities and these towns, you are seeing these communities dissolve and come up for somebody else's lineage. They are creating economical resources for their family when they're dead and gone. Hold on to your land, pay your taxes, and if you can't pay your taxes, ask for some help from somebody. But own your land. Find out ways to get something done on the land. Find out who you can go to and talk to that is willing to educate you and help you. Because a lot of us hold on to knowledge like it's money and think that if they give up the knowledge to somebody else, they're going to beat them out. Everybody does not have the same train of thought. So stop holding on to this knowledge, you gatekeepers. Y'all know who y'all are. Help somebody. Each one teach one. You feel me? And stop going places that does not make sense. Start going to your local council meetings. Start going to the planning and zoning meetings. Start voting, getting somebody in to be a voice when you don't have a voice. You understand? That's all I'm saying. But sometimes it falls on deaf ear. Sometimes people don't have any action towards that. And those are the people that God forgive me, but even Moses had to leave them. Even God told Lot to leave them. You hear me? And God gonna get it away from you. The spiritual God, not anything that you idolize. The spiritual God. Because a lot of y'all are heavenly minded and no earthly good, and God does not have a face. God is a spirit. God is matter. God is that squirrel in that tree that's in the ground, that grass, those cherries you like to eat, those oranges you like to peel. That's God. Those rocks you walk on, that creek you like to go fish in, that's God. Trust and believe that God wants you to be abundant. Trust and believe that God wants you to have everything that you desire, but you have to believe. He's already made it happen for you. You just got to believe and receive it, and you can have it. Amen.
Alhamdulillah.
Anything, Mother?
That sounds like a
Seagraves?
good word that we've put down on today, baby. Look right there. That's just on that. That's before you see what I'm saying. You didn't even get to catch it at first. So
Well,
you've
I
done
thank
a good
y'all
word.
I thank
said a
y'all for
good
tuning
word. You did a
in.
good word. You said a good word.
I don't know,
Came
man.
together
Y'all
on
pray that
today.
God just continue to work with me
We don't play. Seagraves
and
Says
that
is the
I'll grow
name
stronger
of the
into the
YouTube
spirit,
page. Is the game.
and that you
Like,
may
share,
grow
subscribe
stronger and we
to
can
our
grow
page.
stronger
To our
together.
page, you gotta like, share, subscribe.
Because it's going to take a community of us in order to get past this man that is in office. It's going to take us truly being like-minded. It's going to take us truly getting together and having an effective plan and bringing our coins together and start investing in these top trading platforms, from the NASDAQ to the S&P to the Dow Jones. This is how we're going to be able to survive in this new economy, in this new world order that they are trying to implement.
You better get ready. Some of us are already ready.
You understand?
But others have not.
And we cannot continue to fall off the ledge.
hey guys, most of us are in open carry states, so I just recommend us going and getting us some pow pow pew pews and stacking up on us some pow pow pew pews and some ammo, making sure that our children, our family, everybody that's around us within our circumference, those that we love, are strapped and know how to use it. Make sure that you register it once you get it so that it won't be illegal. But yeah, you gotta stay ready to keep from getting ready because you never know what's around the corner. What? On today's episode of Seagraves Says, let's do a quick recap because that's what I said. So we started out talking about the family and how you have your children. Some of them like them, some of us don't. Either way, we're going to get it. Yep. Then we talked about if your children are unruly, if you have to put them out and send them back to the other parent if they scream and shout. You can't tolerate no disrespect. You got to stay together all the time. He's saying it's like this ain't what I pulled. How he acting for the company. I can't because you. But anyway, y'all, we love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Till the next time, stay tuned in to Seagraves Says.
Stay focused, baby. Stay focused. Oh my. Stay focused. Keep it going. You know?
Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop the flow.
But like I was saying earlier.
So I'm gonna give it to you just a little bit. My husband said so. He wants me to spit. He said, "Don't be quiet. Stay focused." So that's what I'm gonna do. Did you notice how I jumped back on that flow, giving you the flow, the words? We told you about some books to grab. This one just so happens to be from a family member. Look at the legacy. That's greatness, baby. Do you see that last name? That's greatness, baby. Go down a little bit. His son wrote it about his father. He's going to promote it. And so did we on our channel, because that's what we do on this panel. If you want to join or get some promotion, just hit us up. We got the motion. What?
Baby said we got that motion. Get that motion. Well, I ain't going to rap like she doing it. I'm just going to give it to you. Baby,
two different personalities, baby. Shit. Two different personalities, baby. Shit. Shit. What? Baby, that's how the kids did it. What?
Let baby do her thing. I'm gonna do me.
You just do
that's
you.
What make it
I'ma
do
us. Me. I'ma do me. Baby, us was born in the 80s. We just them 80s babies. Let me talk to the 80s babies for a minute. 80s babies. Did you come from the 80s? Did your mama smoke crack? And if your mama didn't smoke crack, was your daddy out there selling that crack? Something to think about.
Well, okay. Now the baby done did her thing. Well, I ain't smoked no crack, but I sold a hell lot of it, man. And I helped destroy my community, man. And I telling y'all, hey, I apologize with the deepest sincerity. And I just want to make a change in my life and everybody's life that I touched in a bad way, in a good way. You know, man, when that speaking of that crack cocaine era, man, no one knew how to handle that. It destroyed us, man. It made a lot of us quit school. We saw uncles, aunties, mothers, brothers, fathers, cousins, sisters, man, but we survived it. We survived it. And if we survived Ronald Reagan, we can survive Trump. We can survive Elon Musk.
It's really going to take coming together.
And we're going to have to come
together. Past self, because one self can't do it by themselves. It's really going to take a team.
It takes more than a handful of people. It takes more than a handful. It takes more than 10. It takes more than 20. No, it takes tribes on tribes on tribes across this parallel of land. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, because there are parallels in this world that have certain energies that vibrate. They try to keep it hidden from us. Why you think you don't see no more bells running around here? You know, used to be a bell at the school. Used to be a bell at the courthouse. Used to be bells everywhere. You don't hardly see no bells no more, do you? It's because it makes you vibrate to a certain frequency. And if you vibrate to a certain frequency, then the powers to be or us raging against the machine is so much greater. That's why you see so many of these young kids out here warring against one another, because these are young warriors, these are young gladiators, and no one has been able to educate them and bring that knowledge to them to make them have self-awareness to be a powerful young king, a young soldier, a young gladiator, a young warrior, and fighting for the cause instead of fighting each other, making that cause.
Hmm.
Does that make sense to y'all? If you don't, push replay and go back and listen to it again. All right? For real. We have, Larry Hoover said we got to get it together. We got to get it together in Chicago. We got to get it together in New York. We got to get it together in Cali. We got to get it together in Texas, in Oklahoma, Louisiana. We have to have the social ability to make it. And if y'all don't want to make it, then go ahead. Hey, die. But don't bring nobody else down with you to die. No, uplift. Do your thing. And make sure you're doing the right thing, like Spike Lee said.